Hi, Matt Moran with the IT Career Toolkit podcast. And today I was talking to a friend of mine who is looking or going through a job search, and this is a topic that's come up quite a bit on my blog over the past couple of years as we talk about kind of getting your name out there. And this is relevant to both the job seeker and the consultant. It's something that's worth repeating. So I do a fair amount of consulting. That's a huge part of my income and revenue. Individual consulting and with a couple other other consultants I work with. The way that I go about getting business, really, of course, word of mouth is your best way of getting out there, but I don't do any advertising. I've never advertised in the yellow pages. I don't do web banners, anything like that, any traditional advertising. I really am a grassroots, beat the street kind of person. So I'm a strong advocate of just getting a basic resume together or some materials together and going out and visiting companies in your area. And I believe this for a job search as well. And as I was talking to my friend, we talked about some of the online sources he was using, getting online with Monster and Indeed.com and some of the other job search engines, and Craigslist, if that works for you. And I explained to him that once your resume's together, once you have a basic cover letter together, that should be a morning activity, something from 8 to 9:30 at the most. And after that's completed, you really need to get out and visit some companies in your area. You don't need to wait until there's a job posting. That's the most critical element. You need to walk in the door, meet some people, drop off some information. Now, larger companies, they're going to say submit everything online, and I fully understand that. And we'll get to professional networking on another podcast, or we'll talk about it more. I've talked about it already in the past, but of course, with those kinds of opportunities, the larger companies, networking is a much stronger way to get in the door, and actually that's true for all of them. So that's a whole nother marketing component. But when it comes to quickly generating new business, if you're a consultant or you're looking for a job, one thing I have to tell you is that opportunity begets opportunity. So don't spend so much time being picky. And I know this goes against what some employment support groups will teach. They'll have you pinpoint a company you want to go after and then network to get in that company, and that's fine, but that's not full-time activity. And if you're out of work, you've got a regular 8-hour workday. Let's just say we're going to use an 8-hour workday. If you're going to work from 8 to 5 and take lunch off, then if you're not working, you should be searching during those times and continually checking your email, continually going back onto Monster to see what's new. That's not an activity you need to take all day to do. So we kind of laid out a scenario where we said from 8 to 9:30, do some of the online methods, respond to some ads on Craigslist, see if there's anything new on Monster, send out messages to other contacts you had and referrals you may have had. And then starting at 9:30, 10 o'clock, you're out and you're driving around in your car and you're finding companies in your area. They don't have to be 200-person, 500-person, 1,000-person companies. They might be a 20-person company. And maybe you're only working there part-time, but one thing I can tell you is, even if you're working 10 hours a week, from that, valuable referrals can come out of it, and you don't have to spend 6 months not working. So my admonishment is, grab a resume, don't make it complicated, grab a cover letter that's generic, and go out and meet some people. That's the one piece of advice I'd like to give you today. Thanks for checking us out, and thank you, by the way, for some great comments that have come in. They are going to become podcasts in the future. So if you get the opportunity, make sure you sign up. If you're not on the newsletter already, sign up for the newsletter or sign up for the RSS updates via email. It's a great way to stay in touch with us, and we have some exciting things coming in the near future. Thanks a lot.